Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy. So glad you could join us for this event here on the TGC Network. And we are ready to roll with our first round action here. Let's get down to that first tee and see what happens. About 100 yards to the pin from here. "12 feet to go here. And now let's move to the second hole. Well, this one's looking pretty good. And from 155 yards out. And I think he'll like that. And this one's for birdie. And a good putt. And now the third hole tee off. And this shot's looking promising. From 245 yards to the pin. And here's the 3-wood. Very well played golf shot. And hitting this par 5 and 2, it's going to set up some serious possibilities. And the putt drops for eagle. And teeing off on this par 3. It looks like a 7-iron. And I think he's going to like that. 33 feet from the cup. And this putt is for par. And a decent putt. And after that one, 3 under for the day. And now setting up for the par 4. And a promising looking shot here. From 145 yards out. Going with the 9-iron here. And this putt's for birdie. This one's about a 7-footer. And the par putt will drop. And currently sitting at 3 under for the day after that one. And now teeing off on the par 5. Well, I'm not sure exactly where this will end up, but it could be bad. And back into the fairway after that shot, and the green is in play. And about a $110 to the pin from here. And this one's heading towards the green. All right, and he's on. And about 6 feet to go here. Just missing here. And for the par. And today currently sitting at 3 under par. Okay, and let's see what the 7th has in store. This putt's for birdie. And a decent little putt there. The next hole we have before us is a par 3. Let's see what happens. I think that's a 5 iron. And about 29 feet to the cup. Oh, and I thought that was going to go. Okay, and now we will take a look at the leaderboard. And currently sitting at 4 under for the day. Okay, and on to the 9th. Yeah, this is looking fairway bound. From 200 yards away. Going with the hybrid here. And this putt's for birdie. Ooh, that was very close. And with a tap, they'll get a par. And after that one, 4 under is the score for the day. And from 135 away. Going with the pitching wedge here. And about 17 feet to the cup. And folks, this could be the one for the birdie. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. And about 130 yards to the pin. Taking a shot with the pitching wedge. And that approach is on the green with some distance left. Ooh, almost. 5 feet to go here. And that putt drops on in for par. And after that one, 5 under par for the day. And now we find ourselves on the 12th. Okay, and hitting this par 5 and 2, that's some fine club work out there. And oh my, what a putt that was. Very long putt right into the cup. And now teeing off on the par 3 hole. Yeah, it looks like a 5 iron. And not the greatest of swings on that approach shot. Not enough club on that one, I think. And this to save the par. And currently sitting at 7 under par for the day. And unfortunately, he has ended up in the water. 135 yards to the pin. Going with a pitching wedge here. All right, from 24 feet out. Oh my goodness, just missed. And this putt is for bogey. And moving on to the 15th hole. I think this one's going to find the short grass. And this next shot, setting up below the hole. Poor luck on that approach shot. Just didn't have enough club. And to save par. And that one will drop. And after that one, they're 6 under for the day. And next up is a par 4, folks. And nothing wrong with that shot. I think he'll be happy with that. Looking like 9 feet to the cup. For the birdie. Okay, and setting up on the 17th tee. I think the 8 iron was a bit much on this one. And I think he's going to like that. And this for the birdie. And from that length, that is a feat to accomplish. And teeing it up here on the 18th. He's got to be pleased with that. And about 245 yards to the pin. Okay, and hitting this par 5 in 2 is going to set up some definite eagle possibilities. And that will drop for eagle. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are ready for the golf. I'm so glad you could join us for this event presented by the TGC Network. We are back with our coverage of this 5th event of the season, and we are on the first hole tee off. Let's go. From 130 yards. Here is the pitching wedge. And with that, he is on the dance floor. And about 7 feet to go here. For the birdie. And now the second hole tee off. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. Okay, and 135 yards to the pin. And that approach is on the green, but quite lengthy putt ahead. And for the par. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. And now let us see what the third hole has in store. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. And this one's for birdie. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And now setting up on the par 3. And he will like that. From here, 33 feet to go. Ooh, and just inches away. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And after that one, currently sitting at 2 under for the day. Okay, let's see what the fifth has in store today. And setting up this shot below the hole. Going with the 9-iron. This is going towards the green here. And this putt is for birdie. finishing this hole with a solid putt. And now we find ourselves on the 6th hole tee off. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. This one's heading right at the water from 130 yards out. Here's a pitching wedge, and this one's looking pretty good. Now he's on the green, time for putting. This putt's about 7 feet to the cup. And that putt's gonna drop for par. And 3 under for the day after that one. And let's see what the 7th hole has in store today. And uh-oh, this is heading towards the sand. That's a nice shot out of the sand, and not a whole lot of work to do for birdie. And that one drops for the birdie. Okay, we find ourselves now on the 8th hole tee off. And that looks like a 5 iron. This one's looking good, folks. And that approach is on the green, and a lengthy putt in the near future. Oh my, and that was just fun to watch. And now teeing off on this par 4. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. And about 170 yards to the pin. And going with the 7 iron on this one. From 28 feet out. Oh, that was close. And for the par. Ooh. And this putt is for bogey. And let's see what the 10th has in store. I can't see him being very happy about that. I think he'll like that. And this putt is for birdie. And a nice putt there. Okay, now moving on to the 11th. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. From the 150-yard marker. Here's a 9 iron. Well, you'll probably like that. And about 7 feet to go here. Ooh, and it just misses. And this one's for par. And a nice putt. And currently sitting at 5 under for the day after that one. And nothing wrong with that shot. I think he'll like that. And this one's about 4 feet from the cup. For the bird. All right, let's see what happens on the 13th hole here. And he's probably going to like that. And this putt is for birdie. And that putt drops. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. From about 120 yards. And water hazard incoming, folks. His shot may be a bit long, folks. Okay, and he's on the green now. And 11 feet to go here. And that will be for bogey. And setting up now on the 15th. And pretty sure he's going to like that. And about 155 yards out. Going with the 8 iron. And I think he will be pleased with that. And this for the birdie. And a nice putt. And setting up on the 16th tee. And it looks like he's going through the branches here on this one. And as he sets this next shot up, he's deep in the rough, folks. Well, this one's still in the rough, but it's a bit more favorable of a lie than that last one. And now let's take a look at that leaderboard. And just checking his scorecard, and several birdies he's made today. And with that, he will be putting. This one's about 7 feet away. And that one goes in for the bird. And picking up on the 18th hole action here. Let's see what happens. And I think he will like that. And about 215 yards away. And I think that's the hybrid. And that is some fantastic club work on this par 5 green, hitting it in 2. Ooh, that looked good. It's about 6 feet to go here. And that one goes for birdie. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy, and I'm giving you all of the welcomes for joining us today here at this event brought to you by the TGC Network. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the 3rd round of this event, and we are going right down to the first hole to pick up on the action. From here, it's about 100 yards to the pin. Looking good. Extremely accurate on that approach. So nice to watch. And now let's see what this second hole has in store. Well, I'm not quite sure where this one's going to end up. And now setting up from the rough. And I think he will be happy with that. And this is for birdie. Oh goodness, that was almost in. 5 feet to go here. And that one will drop. Currently sitting at 1 under for the day. let's see what this third hole has in store. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. And about a deuce and a half away here. And this for the birdie. Nice little putt. And now setting up on this par 3. And some unfortunate luck there on that approach shot. And I'm sure he won't get too down on himself. He's been hitting those greens pretty good today. And this putt is needed to save par. And the putt will drop. And sitting at 2 under for the day. And teeing off on this par 4. I think he'll like that. And this next shot setting up significantly below the hole. And here's an 8 iron. And with that, he's on the green. And about 12 feet from the cup. Oh, I thought that one was gonna be in. And tapping in for the par. And 2 under for the day after that one. And moving on to the 6th. Well, so far so good for this one. And about 14 feet to the cup. Ooh, just missing here. And now we're gonna take a look at the leaderboard. And after that one, sitting at 2 under for the day. And now we find ourselves on the 7th hole tee off. And this one's for birdie. And that one will drop. And setting up for the par 3 hole. And it's not very good as far as approach shots go. Too much club, I think. And they're about 3 feet away here. And after that hole, 3 under on the day. And on to the 9th hole. I don't think we'll find some fairway here. And about 205 yards to the pin. Going with the 5-iron here. And let's see if he re-hits or takes the drop. He's definitely in the water though. I think that's a 5-iron. Setting up for the 37-foot putt. And this one for the double. And now setting up for the par 4. I think this one's going bunker, guaranteed. Wow, nicely done. That is putting par very much within reach on this hole. And that one will drop for par. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. And I think this one's going to find the fairway. From 125 yards out. And missing the approach on that one. Unfortunately, not enough club on that one. And this to save par. And this putt's about a 2-footer here. And next up we have a par 5 hole. This one's looking pretty good so far. And I'm not quite sure where this one's going to end up. "27 feet to the cup." And this putt's for par. And that putt will drop. And he's going to stay right where he is, even par after that hole. And now the 13th hole. It looks like the hybrid is on display here. And this putt is for birdie. And from that length, my goodness, that was some putt. And now the 14th hole. Pretty sure he's going to like that one. And about $125 away. Yeah, I think you'll like that. 23 feet to go. Ooh, that one's, that's too bad. And tapping in for par. And currently sitting at 1 under for the day. And moving on to the 15th here. And I am pretty sure he's going to like that. From about 145 yards out. And going with the 9 iron. Well, I don't think this is going to be a happy ending, folks. And that's not what they wanted on their approach. Unfortunately, not enough club, I think. We're about 15 feet to the cup from here. And that one drops for par. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. And next up is a par 4, folks. And this putt's for birdie. Solid putt. And let's see what the 17th has in store. Going with the 8 iron here. Nothing wrong with that. And about 13 feet away here. Ooh, inches away. And it's time to take a peek at the leaderboard. And currently sitting at 2 under for the day. And now teeing up for the final hole of the round. And that's a pretty inspiring shot just there, hitting this par 5 green in 2 definite eagle possibilities. And ladies and gentlemen, the eagle putt drops. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for some golf. My name's John McCarthy. So glad you could join us, and I can't wait to get things started here on the TGC Network. Final round action is coming at you now. We're going down to the first tee-off area, and we are going to see just how this story concludes. Let's go. And about 100 yards to the pin from here. And that one's going to miss the green. Not enough club on that one, unfortunately. And about 4 feet from the cup. And that par putt will drop. And now let's see what the second hole has in store. Yeah, this is looking fairway bound. 125 yards to go here. And he's on the green. And this putt's for birdie. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And setting up for the par 5 hole. And some poor luck there. He's probably not too happy about that one. And definitely looks like this lie is going to be better than the last one. And from about 120 yards out. This is heading towards the green. All right, he's on the green now. This one's about a 7-footer. And that putt will drop for birdie. All right, here's the 4th hole. Going with the 9-iron here. And he'll be happy with that. And this for the birdie. And tapping it in for the par. And now teeing off on this par 4. And this shot's looking promising. And about 170 yards out. Looks like a 7-iron. Well, the approach did find the green, but quite a long distance putt ahead. Oh, my lands, that was very close. This one's about 3 feet away. And after that hole, 2 under. And moving on to the 6th here. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. From here, about 230 yards to the pin. going with the 5 wood. Nice shot. I think you'll like that. Oh, goodness. And that eagle putt will drop. Okay, and let's see what the 7th has in store. Phenomenal power on that one. This putt's about 5 feet from the cup. And that one will go for birdie. And now the 8th hole. And here's the 6-iron. I think he's going to like that. And this putt's for birdie. And finishing this hole out with a solid putt. And now the 9th hole. And he's got to be happy with that. And about 180 yards to the pin. And going with the 6-iron. And that one is on the green with quite a bit of real estate to make up on that next putt. Oh my goodness, that was close. And now let's take a look and see what's happening up on that leaderboard. And sitting at 6 under for the day after that hole. He's probably not that happy about that one. And I think he will like that. 22 feet to the cup. And for the par. And that one's right in the cup. And after that hole, 6 under for the day. And moving on to the 11th hole. And a promising looking shot here. From about a $1.50. Going with the 8-iron. Ooh, I thought that was going to go. And this putt is needed to save par. And that one will drop. And they're 6 under on the day after that hole. And let's see what the 12th has in store. And this will go far. You know, this one's questionable as to where it's going to end up. Nothing like a fantastic shot out of the sand to set up your birdie. Ooh, just missing here. And tapping in for par. And 6 under par on the day after that hole. That looks like the hybrid. All right, and he's on the green. And about 11 feet to go here. And that one will drop for birdie. And setting up now on the 14th tee. Well, this one's looking pretty good. And about 105 yards to the pin. I think he'll be happy with that. And about 7 feet to go here. And that'll drop for birdie. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. Okay, and from 125 yards out. Going with the pitching wedge here. I think this might be a bit long. And that next putt is going to be an epic one, that's for sure, but they're on the green. Ooh. This one looks about 4 feet. And finishing this one with a good putt. And after that hole, currently sitting at 8 under. And teeing off on this par 4. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. Okay, and now let's take a peek and see what's happening on the leaderboard. And after that one, 8 under is the score. Okay, and moving on to the 17th now. Going with the 6-iron. And heading for the green. And this one's for birdie. And just missing. This putt's looking to be about 2 feet. And sitting at 8 under par after that hole. And now teeing up for the final hole of the round. And look at this drive, just screaming off the club face. And from here, it's about 240 yards to the pin. And here's the 3-wood. Fantastic work on this par 5, hitting the green in 2. And this next putt is for a final round score of 62. This one's about 2 feet from the cup.